What's going on, YouTube? Welcome back to the Cook and Brass YouTube channel, where today we're back down here in the bunker and we will be taking a look at my 16-inch 223 Wild Zro Delta build. First off, with this video, this gun is completely clear. No live ammunition in this whatsoever. Zro Delta is a smaller known AR brand. I didn't know anything about them until I was at my local gun dealer looking around and I saw this brown color and immediately attracted me over to it. And as I was looking at it, I felt the fitment. And anytime I pick up an AR, I feel the fitment between the upper and the lower, because I think that can show you they take time and make sure that the quality part, that their parts fit, which they're machined by the same company, so they should fit a little bit better. But if you were to go and pick up, some Radicals, some different ATIs, even some other brands, you could feel a lot of play in there. So as soon as I felt that, I knew it was different than a normal AR brand. So immediately went online. Very few videos out about it, but I was on their website and I read a lot about their stuff, and it made me think, why are more people not talking about them? They have a bunch of different ARs, but they initially started out as making unbranded AR parts for different companies and for the market, until they started putting the Zro Delta name on some of their stuff, which now they've got the Zulu line, the Ready series. They have it to where you can completely go on there and pick different sights that you want on there and have it shipped to your door, ready to go out the next day to go train with or to hunt with. They have them to where they have the flash can or the sound mitigation system right tucked in under the handguard, which I'm a sucker for that. I think that is sick looking. But they have even builds that are cheaper than this one. This one is, I wouldn't want to say completely middle of their line, but it's more of a mid-tier for them. Then they make ones that are a lot cheaper. It is their budget line that somebody can get, train with, and it is in the same market as Palmetto, Radical, is around their prices as well. But as you can see, this is a Cerakote brown color. They actually call it their Vortex Burnt Bronze Cerakote, which I don't know if this light is doing it justice. You'll see it down in the video of me shooting this. It's an awesome looking color. It's just something different, other than just black, green, and FDE. I just think this was something special that they've done. So we will go from tip to butt on this whole build, and let's get into it. So on this end, I have a Whip Machine muzzle brake. It is their muzzle rise eliminator. This is a very, very good muzzle brake on the end of this, and it makes this build to where it has almost zero recoil when it comes to it. You're able to just, it's a tack driver when you're shooting this. Coming beside this, I have a Surefire Scout light on a small piece of Picatinny. I just pick up little Picatinny aluminum sections off of Amazon. I'll go ahead and drop a link to them below. They're very solid. I have it on multiple of my guns and haven't had an issue to where screws have backed out or anything. They've held true. So I've got the Surefire Scout light, came back with the pressure pad right there, and I've just got some black texture tape on there holding all of my cable management down. But coming back behind this muzzle device, I've got a 223 Wild barrel. So the cool thing about 223 Wild is it is different than just a regular 5.56 and a 223 barrel, but it carries both of those cartridges. So you're able to shoot 223 and 5.56 and 223 Wild all through this barrel. You're not going to have an issue. For some reason, I don't know if I'm completely right on this, but from what I've seen, I feel that the 223 Wild barrel is kind of more accurized than some of the 5.56. Is it more accurate than all of them? No. I mean, stainless steel 5.56 barrels are made to shoot accurate with and to have a tack driver with that, but I just feel with this 223 barrel, it is very accurate for what it is, and it is made out of 4150 chrome moly vanadium, so you should have a good life out of this barrel. It is a 1/8 twist, and it is a 16-inch barrel. Coming on top of here, we have a very, very solid, and it feels like a rugged handguard on top of this. It is housing a mid-length gas system on there. So you have your gas block and then your mid-length gas tube coming back into here. The really cool thing that I love about this handguard that you normally don't see until you get to some of the more expensive handguards are these billet blocks right here. So normally when you look at some of the cheaper handguards, you have steel screws going into aluminum plates, which there's nothing wrong with it as long as you're using the right torque specs. But the second that, you know, you're starting to feel like Popeye and you're cranking on it, you can break or ruin those, strip out those aluminum plates, and that's going to screw your whole handguard. So where it's got the stainless steel, you've got steel going on steel, and you're able to put some force on there, and I just feel like it beefs it up and helps it out a little bit more. So right here, as you can see, it is Difrico furniture. I've got the tiger claw and the Kung Fu grip on here. As I've stated in multiple videos of mine, I love Difrico equipment because I just feel it gets you more upright. It gives you more of a vertical grip than some of these old school A2 grips that have the vertical and the finger notch in it. And a lot of the different companies still make them at an angle, but these are very solid for the money. At the bottom of this, I actually have their battery end plate on there, which you don't have to put batteries in there if you don't want to. You could store whatever you want. You use some Skittles, some Band-Aids, some gun lube, whatever you want. You can store it in there. So coming back, you have an upper and a lower that is made of 7075 T6 aluminum. As I stated before, the gun is completely Cerakoted with that burnt bronze. As you can see, I kind of have oil on there. But with this, it comes with ambidextrous controls. So you have the ambi bolt release right here. You've got your mag release, which doesn't come with an ambi mag release, but it also comes with an ambi safety selector, which I'm a sucker for. I do like that. It comes with an upgraded, oversized trigger guard as well, and it comes with their ELG enhanced fire control group that Zro Delta offers. And I will say, the trigger's good. It is a very solid trigger on it. I don't know if you'll be able to tell, but you see you've no play in it. Straight to the brake. And then as you see, nothing, bam. Then get the reset. It is a very good trigger. It's probably one of the best triggers that I've got in mine, which granted, I've just got regular mil-spec triggers in most of mine other than that enhanced trigger from Palmetto State Armory. But you could definitely tell a difference when it comes to this trigger. It's very good. It's very solid. The only thing I haven't been able to find any information on really is coming from their bolt carrier group. I haven't had any issues out of it. They haven't shown me any reason that I should be worried about their bolt carrier group, but it's never a bad idea to just carry a backup bolt carrier group in case something happens in here. I know some people, as soon as they buy a rifle, they just go ahead and put an upgraded bolt carrier group in there, whether it be from BCM or some other big brand. So I haven't had any issues with it. It's been a tack driver for me, but just want to put that statement out there. Then coming back from here, we have a staked castle nut. So the only other budget brands that I have known to put a staked castle nut on any other stuff, Palmetto, that's about it. Radical, I haven't seen them do it. I haven't seen ATI do it. I haven't seen even some Colts and Rugers. They don't even have it. So just a little peace of mind that this castle nut's not going anywhere. Then back here we've got a mil-spec buffer tube, buffer spring, and buffer in there. And then the gun originally came with Mission First Tactical furniture, but I kept the Mission First Tactical buttstock on here, and it does good. A lot of people aren't big on it, but I don't have an issue with it. I really like it for what it is, so that's why it stayed on here. And then, as I said, you know, I went ahead and replaced the Mission First Tactical furniture with the Difrico. Last but not least, we have, you've seen this before, This is the Monstrum Laden 1:6 second focal plane LPVO. It has got the red and green option on there for the reticle and the crosshairs. It comes with the end caps for your scope to make sure that you don't get anything on there and that it's safe and taken care of. You have screw caps on top of their audible turrets, and it comes on the Monstrum Tactical riser, which for the money, I think they make a solid riser, because that's not the only gun that I have it on. I've got another riser that I use for LPVOs. So if you get a gun or you get something that you just have a tube on there and it doesn't come with a riser, if you want something quick and something cheap, well, expensive wise, go and get a Monstrum Tactical riser on there. I highly recommend it. But yeah, so that is my 16-inch 223 Wild Zro Delta build. I highly recommend their products. They haven't given me any reason to say anything bad about them. What you could find online, it's all good stuff. You know, I haven't seen anything bad about it. So go and check out Zro Delta if you ever get a chance. This one right here is their Zulu line. So I think now they're on the Zulu 2 line. I think this is one of the first ones to come out of the Zulu 2 line. So yeah, go check them out. If you found this video informative whatsoever, or if you've used Zro Delta products, go ahead and drop it down in the comment section below. Like, subscribe, try to get us out in the algorithm, help build this channel up. And I just really appreciate you for taking your time out of your day to be here, and I hope you have a blessed day. Thanks.